Hello,
Hello, hello. How are you?
I'm fine.
How's Australia treating you? Settle down, everything fine?
Yeah, everything is fine.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, first 3 to 4 days were like hectic, so it's good now.
That's good. I have a very interesting topic today. I was actually discussing with Hassan also today in the morning. And because of all the political situation which is going on, I'm sure you're aware what's going on in Pakistan. A lot of serious discussion over there. So let's begin.
Yeah.
The most important question, I think, as a Pakistani, we should be asking each other and also the society. What is the best form of government for Pakistan?
It's very complex question. Actually,
But isn't it the most important question?
yeah, it is most important question, but if you consider Pakistani culture, the people, the ethnicities, the sectarian groups, it's very difficult to define which government structure is best for Pakistan. But I think, in my point of view, um, in our world, there are two main form of governments are working, like presidential and parliamentary. So we have tried both. When we impose presidential form of governments, then army came and they imposed martial law and they imposed presidential form of government, and then civilians came and they imposed parliamentary form of government. Both governments are best, and both have merits and demerits. But yeah, if we choose any form of government and work with the principles which are defined in the form of government, like for example, the parliamentary form of government is supposed to be elected by the people elect their members of the assembly, and those members of the assembly chose their prime minister. So if any prime minister is not performing well, there is vote of no confidence, and things will get changed. British are the one of the finest example of parliamentary form of government. They even changed their prime minister. Like recently, they changed their prime minister 3 times in 1 year, I guess, if I am not wrong. So, but you can see that there is no external influence in their parliamentary government. So, if the first thing we do in Pakistan is we need to cut all those hands we are that are interfering in the politics. Like if you belong to politics, you should do politics. But if you belong to any defense forces or any other institution, then you should not interfere in politics. Here in Pakistan, everything is different. Our security institutions are not protecting the borders, and they are keeping the personal videos of judges and politicians to manipulate things. So, first of all, we need to sort out these things. Then we can debate on which form of government is best for Pakistan. But I think there is, in my point of view, we should have a mixture of all governments, like um, the Islamic government, the presidential government, the parliamentary government. We can make a government where things will be we can pick some merits from presidential form of government, some from the parliamentary form of government, and some from the Islamic governments. So it's very hard to pick just one form of government. If you pick a presidential form of government, then the prime president will become the authoritarian, and he will make things like the way he likes. For example, if we make today, if we think like Imran Khan is good for Pakistan, okay, fine, we make Imran Khan the president of Pakistan. But what will happen after 10 years? Like people like Nawaz Sharif or Zardari came to become president of Pakistan, and they have everything in their hands. Even they have the top-notch agencies like ISI and FIA and IB, they have everything in their hand. They will make things the way they want. So they will manipulate the system. So uh, if we make a presidential form of government our choice, then we need to ensure the separations of power. Like we need to strengthen the judiciary. So if president do anything wrong, then there is a check by the judiciary. Also there should be a check from the legislature. So we need to strengthen institutions. Then we should move to a presidential form of government. Personally, I like presidential form of government until and unless president should do their job, his job, and parliament do their job, and the judiciary do their job. They should not intervene in one and another's job. There is term called judicial, I forgot that term, but that means that the judiciary's involvement in executive functions and parliamentary functions is like normal. So yeah, that is judicial activism. So there should be minimum judicial activism. Like it should not be like the chief justice is sleeping and then he wake up and he said, oh, I am taking sumo to the president is doing this and that, and no, this parliament is not doing this, and I am going to parliament, just like the Faisal did. Like you are the chief justice of the Supreme Court of Pakistan. Why the hell you are going to the parliament? Who the hell are you? Your job is to reform the judiciary, but you are going and you are doing speeches and stuff like that. So I think, in my opinion, presidential form of government is good because uh, my point is that in I guess it's 77th year of Pakistan. Yeah, in Pakistan 77th years, presidential form of government is tried by the army. So like the first one was General Ayub. He was the president. Then uh, uh, who the hell was there? His name, the second martial law imposer, Ziaul Haq. Yeah, Ziaul Haq, and the third, yeah, and the third one was the Musharraf.
Musharraf.
So you cannot find any civilian president in Pakistan history other than Zulfikar Bhutto. Might be he was president for a few time, but yeah, we need to impose a presidential form of government. That is good, but we need to make sure that there should be checks and balances. The checks and balances system in US is one of the finest in the world, where parliament has some checks on executive and judiciary. Like executive, judiciary, and legislature, these three have checks on each another. So whenever you can say that there is if president if there is clash between president and parliament, so the if president passed any bill, the parliament has the power to veto that bill, but they need two-third majority.
Mhm.
And the same is like if parliament passed any bill or any law, the president has the power to veto that bill. And if the president sign any foreign agreement, like if president is like he want to invade Pakistan or any country, then their congress has the power to veto that bill. But yeah, they need two-third majority. So there is there are different circumstances. They have checks and balances on each another.
But then there is a question. Like for example, right now in Pakistan, there are a lot of problems on every, you can say, every stage, every level, every department. And I mean, you name it, like from ground zero, from each individual person to the highest political status you can name. So there are problems in every single level. And this is one of the reasons why I believe that we need to rehaul the whole system. So regardless of whatever system you go for, you can go for democratic, you can go for autocratic, you can go for whatever you want. But the thing is, unless there is a complete overhaul, things will remain the same. You can fix one problem and then another problem will become worse, and then you fix the other problem and then the third problem will come forward.
I can relate this thing. Like someone asked me that the political parties in Pakistan need a democratic agreement, the Charter of Democracy, and something like that. And then I ask him that we are not protecting our constitution, we are not respecting the most supreme document in Pakistan's political system, which is constitution. We are not respecting that. Who the hell respect that Charter of Democracy?
And who's gonna enforce it? Who's gonna implement it?
Yeah, yeah. When you are not implementing your constitution, so changing the system or overhauling the system is not the only thing. We need to change. First, we need to strengthen our democracy. When our democracy is strengthened, like you we listen that before the election, we listen that if you poll your vote for someone, then you will find that that vote will go to someone else. But what the hell they have done is, you poll your vote, they counted it, and then they announce someone else. So they are like lazy enough that they did not put their efforts in rigging, and they just written, okay, these 1 lakh votes are for the PTI candidate. Okay, leave it. We are announcing that PM land candidate is winner. So we need to strengthen our democracy first. When our democracy is strengthened, then we elect our representatives. Those representatives will do everything. I think the problems in Pakistan's uh, political system are not very dangerous, or like there was a problem in American history that they have problem with the slavery issue. So the northern states were like they were anti-slavery, and the southern states were like they were supporting slavery, because they have different interest in their economics. And so they have civil war for it. In 1860, I guess, they fought, and then the Abraham Lincoln ended slavery for the first time. So in Pakistan, our issues are not very serious. Like if you see, there is
In Pakistan, everyone is a slave, man. What are you talking about?
I think after coming here in Australia, I think Pakistanis are not slaves. To be very honest, Pakistanis are not slaves. Like I came here to Australia. I think that these people are slaves. They know that if we do not get up early in the morning, if we do not go to our job, we may lose our job, and we will end it up with nothing. But in Pakistan, you are free. You can go anywhere. You can do everything. The slaves are our leaders, our decision maker. They tend to be slave to the Americans, to the British. So they tend to be slaves. But the people of Pakistan are not slaves. They are against the establishment, against their policies. That's why they voted for Imran Khan. They voted for like people like Mohsin Dawar. The Mohsin Dawar is the one who said that ये जो दहशतगर्दी है इसके पीछे वर्दी है, and slogans like that. So
Yeah,
yeah, these people are not slaves. Slaves are the people who would take instructions from someone and do the same job. Like if someone tell me go and vote for this person, you are bound to do that. But people of Pakistan proved that they have the ability and they can vote for the one they like. So yeah, I don't think so. People of Pakistan are slaves. They are not, but they need some independent leadership. Yeah. So I think
And continuous leadership.
continuous leadership is. I think continuous leadership is not main thing. The main thing is continuity of policies. We can change leaders. Changing leaders is not a big deal. If we have leaders for a long time, like for 5 to 10 years, then it will become authoritarianism.
Not just one leader. I'm saying continuous leadership in a way that, okay, when one leader passes on the throne, then there is another leader who is following the same theories, same regulations, same rules. Every single thing is the ideology is same. He the f- Probably the primary leader has created an ideology like how Pakistan was made, like Qaidism, and the leadership at that time formulated Pakistan based on an ideology. But then what happened afterwards? We all see.
We make a national security policy in 2021. At that time, I thought that we are moving on the right direction because the military and civilian regimes are on the same page. We That policy was important. If that policy is important, and that policy will be important, that policy is people-centric policy. So that our national security policy includes the direction, like we want to make Pakistan a neutral state at the international platform. Like we are neutral in our foreign policy. Like if there is Ukraine war, or you can say whatever, we will not be the part of any one group. Same in case with any other. Like if we think that the Palestinians are being you can say that yeah, oppressed by the Israelis, it's our choice. We support? We can support Israel, we can support Palestine. That completely depends on our interest. That is not the someone's else interest. So these are policies that need continuity, but changing leadership is important, because if we not change leadership, if we not change our leaders, then we will end up with no leaders, no future leaders. So that's why I think we should have leader for maximum 10 years. After 10 years we should have a new leader, because change is the only thing that brings improvement in your society, in your politics. Just take example from Pakistan's political history. It's the it was Sheikh Mujibur Rahman who changed Pakistan political history, and he ended up with making a Bangladesh. It is Imran Khan today who has changed the Pakistan's political landscape. Nawaz Sharif and Zardari, they both are failed. They are failed politicians. They have no legacy. But people like I don't know why people like Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. He did not have any legacy. He was like the when there is no uh, lion in the jungle, a dog can be lion. So in 1970, I think we have no politician left. We our state spotted Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, and then we say, yeah, he is uh, very visionary leader and something like that. But the state of Pakistan at that time spotted Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. So I think after Qaid-e-Azam, Imran Khan is the one who has changed the Pakistan's politics. So we need leaders like Imran Khan, like who have influence, who will be written in the history, who will be remembered in the future. So that's why I think we should have like Imran. I think Imran Khan should serve for 5 years, and after that he should be like he should retire from politics and he should bring more leaders
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we will run Pakistan because I don't trust Pakistanis um
In general.
yeah, because if military regime came they will make money, if civilians came they make money. So there is shortage of like honest politicians. So Imran Khan found to be one of the most honest politicians in Pakistan's history.
I think globally, if you see, this is one of the biggest issues. If you see big countries, most of the big countries who are, you can say, like very active in geopolitical situation, they all are run. You can name it democratic or whatever you want to name it. But if you see the options that they have for presidential elections or prime ministership or the major political parties, they are all families or they are all like systems. Like for example, if you see, let's say in even US, it's a society which is running the government one after another. Okay, maybe it's a new phase, but the new phase is coming through the same system. You look at Pakistan, you have like four, I think three or four major parties, and it's their family. If you look at Europe, a lot of big countries which are geopolitical countries, which are quite active in geopolitical situation, they are run by either a family or a society. When I say society, I mean like it's like a specific group which is running, and they are choosing like, okay, this is the person who we want to promote. So there is no leadership. So because the leader is someone who is not bound by, you can say, external forces to implement something, or like how Pakistan is run right now. There's a lot of external factors which are influencing the decision makers. So this is something that I believe that, like in Pakistan, like how you said, it is very important that, like, okay, so right now, the only possible leader that we have since the birth of Pakistan has been Imran Khan. And then what?
If you look at US, UK, they have two party system. So they make their leaders themselves. Their leaders, this is their career. For example, like if you look at Joe Biden, he's a career politician. He spent like 30 to 40 years in politics. He was like Secretary of the State. He was, I think he was ambassador and something like that. But he's career politician.
Yeah.
Similarly, um, I don't know much about Donald Trump, but yeah, their parties like the Republicans or Democrats, their parties choose one people and then they contest in election. And choosing being the leader of their party is one of the difficult things in US rather than becoming president. Because when your party selects you, you are the one who is going to win if people vote. So you do not you your struggle is to be the nominee of the party. So similar cases with the British, they make their leaders themselves, and like another thing is like if you consider US, you can see that Barack Obama was president for 2 terms or 3 terms. I don't know, 2 terms.
What else?
Also, I think in US you have 2 terms to serve as president, right? You cannot be president for the third term. So yeah, he served for the 10 years and the consecutive 10 years, I guess, from 2008 to 2018, he was the president. So I guess, they thought that he is the finest president in our party, and then he real context election. So they have established a system. If you pass that system, you will be the president or prime minister in British case. If you go to like countries like Turkey, Russia, China, these countries make leaders. But in China, you can see that there is one, the People Republic of, I don't know their party name, NPC, National People's
Yeah,
Congress,
yeah.
I think their party is. So you there is also a system like you become their candidate for president from that party. So there is nothing like family-owned business and feudalism and yes, China is authoritarian, but still, their president need public support because they have, I guess, they have 5,000 or 1,000 members of their Congress or Parliament. I don't know exact number. I forget. I think they have 3,000. So still you need their support. In Turkey, there is system, there is political party. That political party select one candidate for their top executive position in their country. So in Pakistan, there is no that system exist. There is only one system exist, that is family owned politics. So I think Imran Khan has ended that, and people,
Trying to.
I think he's successful. I think because if you consider the results of these elections, you can see that two-third majority of the Pakistanis are against the established system, the system that was established by the our army, our family-owned politicians. So Pakistanis are against them. If we consider the results of Form 45, uh, PTI got two-third majority.
Yes, but in the end, it's the implementation that matters, right? I mean, what will the people do with the results if they, if there's not gonna be the implementation for those results?
They have not implemented it, but for how much time they can delay this process? They are in the power, they have everything in their hand today, but one day the Hafiz Saab need to go from his chief seat. So whenever he goes, another chief came, and there will come a time in Pakistan's politics like in 1999 army was very strong. Musharraf came and he imposed martial law, but in 2007 he needs to go. So there was international pressure, there was domestic pressure, and we were like converted back to civilian regime. So for how long this harvest take this system, and whenever the
But officially, it's still democratic, right?
do you think so?
I mean, I'm talking what's portrayed, right? What is
I
official
don't think so.
result?
No,
I mean,
no, 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 no.
you can say on the back end that yeah, the real results are this or the real results are that, but
Not democratic because the world is not like they are the world is not, you can say that they are not diverse. You, if you read the Economist democracy index, some index like that, they make Pakistan, they turn Pakistan as the authoritarian regime. Before this we were hybrid regime,
Mhm.
but the world consider these rankings. They do not look up the what's going on in the countries. They consider rankings. So we are authoritarian regime now. So I meet one person here in Australia. I guess it's Monday, so it's my like eighth to ninth day here in Australia. I meet one Bangladeshi, and he knows about the Pakistan's politics,
Who
and he
doesn't?
said what's, yeah, he said what's going on there. Who will be the prime minister? I said the army, and people know what's going on the country. So I think no one will consider it as a democratic Republic of Pakistan. They will term it as the authority, or maybe like the Army Republic of Pakistan. There is a book like
or Banana Republic of Pakistan.
I think Banana Republic has some more respect than Pakistan nowadays. There is a book, Pakistan, a Hard Country. It's written by Anatol Levin. He said that in internationally we don't call country. We call in political sense we call states. So Anatol Levin said that states have armies, but in Pakistan's case, the army has a state, the state that fulfill the interest of the Pakistan army. So I think they have gone too much this time, and the reason for this is that they are weak. When you are weak, you do everything. You choose your every option. They recorded the video sorry, their calls, they public it, they recorded videos, they try to blackmail people, they pick up people from at night, they pick up their wives. Their I was listening to Thaiba Raja. She's one of PTI's workers. She said that at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. in night, she was in jail, and she's out of jail now. She spent, I guess, 7 to 8 months in jail. After 9th May, she was arrested and she was released in Feb. And she said that the authorities contacted her mother at 1 a.m. in night, and they sent a video to her mother where four police men were raping a girl, and the authority said that this is your daughter, Taiba Raja. Uh, Although in real she was not that girl, but this is how our institutions are torturing. So why they are doing this? They are doing this because they don't have any other option. So they are going to the law through. They are they are choosing every harsh option to suppress the public. But for how much time? People like me are ready to die for Pakistan. How many people they kill? It's a general perception that you cannot fight public, you cannot fight people, you can fight countries, you can fight armies, you can fight institutions, but you cannot fight public because public is in large number. How many people you kill? How many people you oppress? They oppress the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, the one of the biggest political party in Pakistan. But for elections, I think they were in largest number. There were like 2,400 candidates filed for the elections. Uh, in my constituency, I saw it for the first time. There were 43 candidates in my constituency. I look at this, and the paper was like you can see that 2 feet long, and it's like 2 feet width, and you can see that there were 43 candidates. So I look at it, and then I realized that like there were 10 to 15 candidates from different parties and independent people, and all other people were from PTI. They have plans that if they pick our first candidate, we will we will go for the second one. If they pick second one, we will go for the third one, and so on. How many people they can pick?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Before we finish today's episode, if you can briefly, maybe like in 3 or 4 sentences, summarize what do you see happening this year? Do you think that something drastic is going to happen? Because I feel like something is, like since I think end of last year or so, it's been going on like something's going to happen tomorrow, something's going to happen tomorrow. We've been waiting for something to happen tomorrow, but it just keeps on dragging on. So, what do you think? How do you summarize 2024 for Pakistan's politics?
I think so. Nothing will happen until there is some international pressure from the US, or the Hafiz die. These are the two conditions. So
Well, they have even changed Khan Saab's jail number, you know? Yeah, the caddy number.
yeah, but I think there is 804 is the enough for the Pakistanis. Now they do whatever. The 804 is the number. This is the number that the Pakistanis remembered. So
Now we'll have a new slogan probably.
no, we are happy with the 804.
It has been changed.
What's new?
I'm not sure, but today morning there was a news that it is changing, and I think today they have changed the caddy number because they said that caddy number 804 was assigned to someone who did a crime, like a big crime, something like that. So
Mm. No issue. We are still happy with the 804. Like yeah, because it's very interesting number, because there are very easy slogans with it. Tera
yeah,
yaar mera yaar kaidi number 804. So they so in 2024, I think the people of Pakistan missed their opportunities. First one was in 25th May 2022. The people of Pakistan were on the road, but Imran Khan was also on road, but we missed that opportunity for, if we think for a revolution. On 9th May, our state supported us. They did everything to help the Pakistanis for revolution, but we failed that opportunity. And the third one was like elections. In elections, the people did a massive job, and in documents they have documented that we are against this regime. But I think so nothing will happen in 2024. Things will go the way they are going, until unless People's Party will change its sides. To be very honest, uh, today PMLN is not happy with the army. People's Party is not happy with the army. You listen to the Commissioner Rawalpindi. He revealed that there is a rigging. I think army launched him himself, because they warned the PMLN that if you will not accept the government, we will like investigate these rigging claims, and we will like you will be the you
crucified.
responsible. Yeah, so we will charge you for this, and they see that we have no option, and then we should go for like for the government. People's Party completely separated itself from government. They voted for this government, but they did not take, like, if you see the PDM 1.0, at that time everyone was like give me this seat, give me this seat, give me this ministry. We need this, we need this, we need this. But this time they said that you take this, you take this, you take this. They know that whoever takes the positions in today, they have no future. So I think so. Uh, I think so that might be there will be change in 2024. Might be, but our state is still suppressing people. So I don't find anything, because you can say that it's all because the US don't want. They are supporting the army. They are in the back of the establishment, the state. But the Fajisa is, I think, going in September 2024, I guess. After the new Chief Justice of Pakistan, might be there is any hope, because many
Hmm.
people have breached constitution, and they go against constitution. So there are many pending Article 6 cases. So might be any Chief Justice of Pakistan have guts and he takes sumoto on elections and something like that. But you cannot predict. It's very uncertain because you have everything. Chief Justice job is like two. He just need 3 days to investigate everything and to declare that this is the violation of the constitution and this is the real result, and election commission of Pakistan has violated the constitution backed by the political parties. I think army will not be in any position when there is article 6, because they did nothing. And documents, they did nothing. They ask me, they ask you to do these things. So at the end of the day, they will go to court and they said, no, we did not do anything. We are securing the borders of Pakistan. It's the election commission of Pakistan. It's the political parties who are the beneficiaries of this system. It's the PMLN who is the beneficiary who came to power. So we did not do anything.
But
So at the end of the day, these political parties and these people will be responsible for this. So I think that uh, after Faizisa or after the Hafiz, things will change. Things will change and they will change very rapidly. So until unless might be there is no change, but it's very uncertain. It's very difficult to say that things will move on like this. You We need to see that after the KP's government, let's see what will happen, because people have the choice to come on roads. They might block the KP with Punjab, and let's see how things unfold. I am very optimistic that people came out in large number in KP and they will pressurize the central government. So the tourism will impact, the international tourism will impact. So there are many variables we consider. So it's very dull. Like if someone predict that this will go in 2024,
so it's
so we
very
need to
vague.
yeah.
Good. Thank you so much, Salar. I really appreciate it. And for the next session, we will be discussing who are the possible leaders of Pakistan. We have, I think, 2 or 3 topics. One of them is who are the possible leaders of Pakistan, and which was the another one? I forgot. Historical leaders of Pakistan.
I think there is no historical leader in Pakistan, but yeah, we can see
No, I
that.
mean like historical political party system, the growth of, the, or how should we say, like a historical context of political situations in Pakistan.
Pakistan's political history.
Yeah.
That will be very simple to say
Or
that.
historical misery of Pakistan's politics. That's more appropriate.
Yeah, events in the history of Pakistan.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Sarar. I really appreciate it. Enjoy your time and study hard. Make Pakistan proud in Australia.
Thank you.